Are we recording? Alrighty. So, since the last session, not much time has passed, though you have gotten to a point of relaxation where you're pretty sure no one's going to come bother you. Not because of the request, and certainly after about 30 minutes after the request from Tsubasa came through, you were given snacks and drinks of various cultures and places, seemingly from eras that should have been long bygone. But then again, this is a cosmosphere that allows for some measure of, I would not call it time travel, because some places are just stuck in time. But regardless, you are able to enjoy a variety of snacks and drinks and some actual foods. I have a question for all of you that is currently on the board.
Yes.
Do you think any of you would be drowsy, drifting off, or asleep?
No.
I don't think Arthur would know.
I feel like Aster would be drowsy.
Razz, Helia?
I think Helia would probably also be a little eepy.
I think it's astoundingly early in the night for Razz.
Okay. So around 9 o'clock, 9:05, there's a sound. Like, it's not the sound of someone approaching from downstairs. It's not footsteps. It's, for most of you, it's not a sound you recognize. For the two of you in the room with Lex, you hear a familiar ringtone. It's you guys are gonna hate me for this. It is the default iPhone ringtone on a gummy phone. Like the old one from 2022 that sounded like bubbles.
Oh my god.
And you just hear the slight shuffling movement of someone waking up almost on command. Because, Arthur, you recognize this ringtone quite instantly because it is the ringtone that happens on his work phone, which already cues you as odd because you're pretty sure he called in vacation for this week specifically. But as for the other person in the room who recognizes the ringtone, it sounds like a normal ringtone at the moment. And he kind of drags himself out from out underneath where it's warm and just, oh, this late at night? Kind of mumble. And just stretches for a moment and looks at his phone. Huh. He tilts his head up for a moment and then shakes it. Maybe it's just the connection here. I'm going to go answer this call. It must be important for them to call me while I'm on vacation. Don't get into too much trouble. And he stands up and starts to leave. Both of you make an insight check in the room. Razz and Arthur, at least.
Yep.
Nice. You're EP2. How about that?
Sure.
Been a rough day. Insight, my brother. That works. Razz, while Arthur does not necessarily pick up on anything amiss, you've heard this ringtone a couple of times from when he would interrupt conversations midway through learning something about him because he's been called on his phone. Specifically his work phone with the same ringtone, the same length of how long he takes to answer it, same reaction when he picks up and he like moves out of view. It is always the same thing as if he is responding to a commander. As he leaves past you and out of the room, you hear distantly, it doesn't sound right. The ringtone sounds less like bubbles and waves and crashing on sand and more. If this makes any sense to you, it sounds more like deep oceanic vents. Like it still sounds like bubbles and crashing, but far beneath the surface. But Lex does not seem to notice as he walks away. Aster.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yep.
Razz?
Go ahead. Oh,
No, does Razz want to do something?
nah. She was just gonna comment on it to Arthur that it was a little bit different.
A little bit different.
A little bit.
Yes.
Aster, in your drowsiness, you, thanks to the experiences you've heralded, for lack of a better term, you've grown suspicious of your environment no matter where you are, even if it's safe. And you're not able to be caught off guard so easily. You think Lex and Arthur are much the same way in that regard. As such, I'll ask you this as a flavor text question.
Yes.
No need to roll for it if it is yes or no. Or
Okay.
maybe if it. Do you think Aster would have at this point memorized how people walk? Like the group that
Yes.
he's with? Yes?
Absolutely. Especially, and this is gonna be bad. Especially Lance and Alexios's walks.
Okay. So, as a result of that answer, even in your drowsiness, you hear Lex's footsteps approaching before you hear the ringtone. And he just very quietly goes, "Hey, I need to go upstairs to the top portion for this. Can I scoot past you?"
These are the stairs to the downstairs.
Just the head tilt and then going, "Oh, that's right. Sorry. It's a new place."
Why
And
are you
then
going
turns to walk
upstairs?
away. He turns halfway and then blinks. "I have a work call to answer?"
You're on vacation. Are you on call?
I put in vacation, so they shouldn't call me, but if it's important enough, it's able to be ignored.
Aster's gonna stand up this time and kind of get close to Lex.
Is it the king calling or whoever may be important?
And he looks down at his phone again. Oh, there's the number. It's Thuzi, Arethusa, kind of my big sister.
That's not work then. That's family.
Isn't that more important?
That's why I'm telling you, you can go over to the other side of the room if you want. No need to head upstairs.
I think I'll do that anyway. And he starts to
Okay.
walk away. Make an insight check as you listen to the ringtone a little more.
13 on the dice.
Same as Razz, but from a different angle. You didn't see him drag himself out from underneath the kotatsu. But you do recognize his original ringtone and how this is not it. There's something off about the ringtone as he's walking away and heading upstairs.
Aster is going to come check and see if Arthur and Razz can see him.
That he never closed the door, so it is ajar. At least Razz would be able to see you from that angle.
To them, goes back to the stairs, and as soon as he's on the stairs, he'll mumble, "Hey, time to pay rent." And he's going to try and speak with his shadow.
What do you say?
Keep an ear on him. Don't make it weird if it's not anything bad, but if it's bad, come back to me. If not, just vanish.
The eyes in the dark of this already dark hallway with limited moonlight through the windows. Eyes open in the dark, silent but ever watchful. And they narrow for a moment, not in question, but in curiosity. Only to have the eyes vanish, and with it, your shadow seems to move of its own volition and kind of elongate, crawling up the walls, and until further notice, you have no shadow.
He's going to go back to sitting on the steps and looking down there just in case. The anxiety's making him take watch.
How long do you wait? The ones that are fully awake.
I don't think Razz goes to bed any earlier than midnight. If
Well, here's why I ask. Because are you awake enough to pay attention to what's around you?
probably until about then, that's when the E starts to hit.
Arthur, Razz, and Aster.
Just staying up until his shadow comes back.
Well, it doesn't take long to get a response. All three of you, roll perception. Aster with advantage.
Yeah. That is a 15. It's a 25.
All three of you hear it. The sound of a gummy phone hitting the floor. And Aster, your shadow comes back with wide eyes, and that voice you heard before that was so confident and suave and almost cocky, certain, sure, always. When it speaks this time, it is a warble. Something's wrong.
Arthur! Razz! Come on! And he's gonna run up the stairs. Like, fully grabbing the fucking edge of the wall just so he turns faster.
I'm assuming that they're not being quiet at this point.
Oh no, Aster yelled.
Lance is gonna just come rushing out and just a towel wrapped around his waist. And just, what's going on?
Something to do with Lux.
Do you want a hand, or have you three got it covered?
I don't know.
I like to imagine that these four are going up there just to fight the devil, and then this Lance covering the rear end just in a towel. I'm ready to traumatize you.
You said before that that would be the one thing that stops you dead in your tracks to kill somebody is just someone being naked holding two axes.
Look, if you live alone long enough, shame no longer exists for whoever breaks in your house.
This is true.
They had no business being in your house to begin with.
They had no business being in my house. Now they're gonna get traumatized and hurt.
I'm gonna give you guys control. Like, who's going up there? Is it just the three of you?
Seems like
Aster is climbing those stairs.
he's fucking crawling up them. It's faster.
So, as I'm describing this, I'm actually setting up the proper map.
You know what?
So-
Yeah. Gonna take up the rear.
Good.
He's still just clutching the towel around his waist.
I'm so proud of you. So, as you all kind of chaotically rush up the stairs, being none too silent, a sound that would normally get Lex to respond just as quickly. You don't hear Lex respond as you rush up and probably call for him. Well, actually, what do you do as you enter into a mostly clean room, aside from seeing Lex with his back to the staircase? In a kind of rigid but half-relaxed posture, his gummy phone on the floor, and his hand up to his ear in that manner of he was just holding it.
Aster's gonna like mom arm the group, just like, hold on. I've seen enough horror movies to know where this might go. What happened? And he's gonna talk to the wall where his shadow is.
This is the first time any of you are seeing a shadow open its eyes. Even for people used to warlocks. This is new. And the eyes open again, and across where a face would be a crooked frown, almost Halloween-esque on a jack-o'-lantern. Just in a croaked out voice. Phone. And it's straining to talk as if something is pressuring it not to.
Arthur, you know how to... Oop, go ahead. Arthur,
Mm-hmm.
check on Lex. Razz, be ready to hit me if I go weird when I check on the phone. Aster's gonna check on the phone, very hesitantly.
Make either a perception or investigation check.
Got more in perception. That's 2.
Nothing seems weird. Looks like a normal gummy phone that got dropped. In fact, it looks like one of the fucking things that I would compare to a Nokia.
Terrifying. So much more worried about it now than anything else before. How did this thing not break through the wood? Sorry.
Mood. Arthur, what are you doing?
He's gonna go up to Lex. Did something happen?
You get no verbal response. It seems like he hasn't heard you.
And just see what. I'd like to see his face.
You look at his face, and the first thing that catches you as not just odd but frightening is that usually such vibrant and excited eyes, though tired most of the time for you, they're blank, almost hollow. To compare it to something, it's the hollow look you'd see in anime when something like there no pupils kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Can I see the phone, Aster?
There you go.
Time to look at the last call.
Arthur, make an investigation check.
Can I give him the help action?
Yes.
Let's roll again.
There you go. At first, nothing catches you as weird as anything that should have had this happen. But then Aster points out that the last call was somehow before you got here. Not deleted, but everything was erased from it, except for the presence that it was there. And as you notice that, you also notice a particular odd coldness to the phone. All of Lex's equipment has a certain level of heat that it gives off. It's something that he's always done. This is cold.
Did you see Aster before he got the call? Aster?
One more time?
Did you bump into Aster? Fucking no! Did you bump into Lex before he took the call?
Yeah, he said his sister was calling, or someone that was like his sister. Their name... God, sorry. This is Kuri forgetting.
Arthur, even with either Aster or the player forgetting, as soon as Big Sister is said, you recall Lex mentioning an Arethusa, and colloquially known by the Knights in Kingsglaive as Thuzi, the Cursebreaker. That is her official title. However, to both you and Lex, she is similar to a cousin or a big sister. She looks after you while in the kingdom, and the king and queen are not around. It's not odd for her to call, but you are on vacation officially, so it's a little odd.
Razz, what did you say about the ringtone earlier?
It didn't quite sound like it was his normal ringtone. It was a little lower, like it was underwater. wasn't quite right. I just thought it was set different. But now it's not. Now he's gestures wildly at him.
I just like tap him on the cheek a little, like tap tap.
Arthur, you tap him on the cheek, just tap tap. And the first thing that you notice is that he's the same temperature as the phone.
Could I infer? Could I figure out which one? Would it be investigation to figure out if they both became this in the same way, or that he made the phone cold, or the phone made him cold?
Roll investigation. This is a low DC. Well, okay. Naturally, of course. The first thing that comes to mind is the natural response. There's magic here. But then you realize that doesn't make much sense, because if it was magic, Lex would have caught on to it before it happened. He always does. Magic is his thing. It is what he does, it is what he studies, it is what he's good at. He knows when magic is happening. So it's not magic. But something about the call made this happen. So is it the phone? And you look down at it. And as you do, there's a flicker of not oceans and waves that you'd see on the surface, but of currents, riptides, powerful forces underneath the sea at maximum level that most people can't achieve. And then it's gone. Do you hold the phone up to your ear?
Yes.
You hear this primal, guttural sound. You're not sure if it's a growl, a snarl, or just the currents underneath the sea at such a level that it sounds that way. But even your head swims, for lack of a better term, with the sound of deep ocean currents. Something is saying something in a language you do not know. Do any of you speak Primordial?
Wait, hold on.
No, damn it.
Of
Alexi did. God damn it.
nope. I've got abyssal and deep speech, but no primordial.
I have Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Infernal.
Got common, druidic, and infernal.
Oh,
So-
Aster's gonna lean down the stairs and call out for Helia.
Ooh. I have tongues. I could cast that.
That works too, I think.
That works too.
It does. I'll tell you that straight away. Because it allows you to directly understand any language that's being spoken and speak it in turn. So who do you cast it on?
I'm gonna kind of inch over, squeeze my way through, slap my hand against Arthur. Just, what's it say?
Arthur, as that spell is cast, the swimming feeling turns into a crushing weight as you hear a voice I cannot replicate because it is so deep. But it sounds like the guttural feeling of an ancient beast saying, "Awaken." Over and over again.
cheating awaken.
Arthur, without thinking, you drop the phone. You don't mean to. But as you do, out of this is going to scare some people, the phone screen cracks. And instead of what should happen of a black screen, it fritzes and bolts and scatters as some kind of water or liquid starts to bubble up.
Counterspell.
Nothing happens.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Is it just continually going, not stopping?
It seems to be spilling over the edge of the phone for now. What's all of yours passive investigation?
14. Not good.
And
It'd be 10 plus your investigation modifier.
13.
15.
Razz?
14.
Arthur. This is not just liquid or water. This isn't what you would normally see come out of a phone. Well, normally liquid doesn't come out of a phone unless it's dropped in the ocean or something like that. And then it occurs to you, that's seawater.
Plain old seawater. Put my finger in it. Salty.
Tastes like salt water.
Does it taste like curses?
I have an idea.
Does he taste the darkness? No.
It does leave a sour taste in your mouth, no.
Question.
Hmm?
Can Aster hold his arm out near, not against, but like near the little in-between area of Arthur, Lex, and the phone, and then just try to conjure the starting area of a dark Faraga? Because you said his shadow warbled, like it was straining itself. Is there something with the darkness happening around here?
Ooh, that's actually a good question. Is this considered would this be considered a sanctuary in any way?
Elaborate.
Sanctuary of light, sanctuary of darkness, sanctuary of whatever it has.
Are we considered to be in a sanctuary because of a certain thing that affected me way back when?
Are you talking about your marking?
Yes.
It's a good question. I applaud you for remembering your shit. I would say you're in a sanctuary, yes. Your marking does not apply.
Okay.
You're in a warded zone, is what I would say.
Okay.
You're using Dark Faraga and holding it?
Yeah, I'm just holding the starting area of it. I'm not firing it off. Like the conjuration of darkness.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would it be possible to lightly use detect thoughts to see what's going on in Lex's head while he's stuck?
We'll deal with Aster first.
Oh, fuck.
Aster.
Yep.
Your spell does not happen.
Okay. Fuck. Like not even it doesn't even start, or the dark, or like just it. It's kind of like
Nothing.
revving an engine that doesn't start.
Nothing.
He's immediately gonna place his hands on Lex and start like, okay, let's get him out of here.
Razz,
But you try.
Yes.
you cast Detect Thoughts on Lex. You don't
Yes.
hear thoughts so much as you hear what he constantly hears.
Mm.
The ocean. Heartbeats. Loud. Constant. The ocean. Magic. Heartbeats. Every place is loud. This is loud. You're loud. 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 That's all you can think. What do you do? Lex is currently still unresponsive.
Hmm.
I need an adult.
He has no adult here.
Aster's gonna like ask Arthur for some help if he can.
Hang on, he's gonna mess with his phone still. Is it still just?
The seawater has stopped spilling over, but there is a small trail still happening, like like not like a trickle, but like a small divot in the phone where it's leaking out.
Does what? Can I use my heart?
Pardon?
Can I use my heart?
What does that mean?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because this fucking game series is a pain in the ass to figure out what it can do.
There's a ton of shit you can do with that statement. What do you want to do, sir?
Contact Lex's.
Okay. Sure. Give me a second. Sure. How do you do that? Because I think that's how I'm going to be able to respond instead of just general.
Mm-hmm.
How do you contact him?
Do I do this? Hang on, I need to pull something out of my ass.
That's most of AT and GVS, let's be real. So anyways, I started blasting. No, that's Roxas, sorry.
And then yes.
That's Xion.
Oh, what am I doing? Fucking using a keyblade. That's one of the main purposes of this fucking thing.
There you go.
So what exactly do you do? Which one do you use?
I have two. I mean, I could use Lost Fragment. I don't see a harm in using it. Sorry.
Is that what you're using?
Yeah.
And I take it you're using the ability?
Yeah, that could work.
Well, tell me what you want to do, brother.
What? I want. Oh, hang on. Let me read that exact ability because. Get my scroll up.
I think I have it pinned in your notes. Maybe. I don't do a lot of things I say I should do because of work.
Makes me remember, but it doesn't say if it allows me to know that.
It's your Keyblade.
Yeah.
I think I remember what it does, and I don't see why it wouldn't tell you because you're using it.
I want to see what happened before we got here.
That counts as a memory, so. How do you connect it to Lex? Do you do what Sora does, or do you just kind of tap him with it?
I want to do it the way well, not in the way, just the same gesture as like Terra did when he gave his thing to Riku. Not gave it, but like let him use a Keyblade where he just kind of tapped it with the hilt. Tapped him.
Okay. So with a gentle kind of not knock, but tap with the hilt, you activate your Keyblade's ability, the one that you've summoned. And instinctively you close your eyes as it happens. And you open them to you're not seeing this through your own eyes, but through Alexa's. And he's staring at the phone as he walks up, muttering to himself of, Susie wouldn't call this late, but it's not unheard of for the Kingsglaive to call someone on vacation. It can't be that bad, right? I'm overthinking it. It's just a bad day. Thinking too much, as Arthur would say. And then he laughs to himself as he steps up the stairs and answers the phone call, which in brief glimpse you see the text on the phone change from Arethusa to all question marks, as in unknown caller. But he lifts it to his ear, and all you hear is that same awaken over and over again, but in this time it sounds like a hollow ringing instead of a deep guttural sound. It sounds heavenly, celestial, and angry, wrathful, vengeful. And then you see out of the corner of your eye before the memory cuts of the phone dropping out of his hand.
Okay. Yeah, let's just take him downstairs, I guess.
Do any of you move the phone? Aster, your shadow is still looking not scared, but concerned against the wall.
Lance, do you mind helping Arthur get Lex down the hall? Down the stairs, at least?
Just glances down at his towel. Glances back up at Aster with that really.
Never mind. Razz. Completely forgot you were in a towel, my man. Seriously, you couldn't have put, like, boxers on or something? Never mind. Not the time.
Let him be free.
Our friend needs help. He can be free later.
I got arms. Let's do this.
So do you
That's-
pick him up and move him?
Yeah.
I need both of you to make assisted strength checks, because it's not instant this time. Meaning both of you have advantage.
I need it as a spellcaster. Strength is my dump stat, you see.
Wait, dump stat means like the worst stat?
Yes,
Oh,
because it's a stat in the dumps.
Yeah. Incredible.
At first, it catches both of you off guard how hard it is to pick him up when he's not even doing anything. Arthur, even you're caught off guard for a moment because it's usually easy to move him. He doesn't resist, he doesn't like fight back, especially not against you. But for some reason, it's like you're trying to pick up something that is rooted to the floor. But after a moment of not strain, but more effort than usual, it's like, how do I explain this without making it sound worse? It's akin to, oh, I can't make this any better. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. It's like moving dead weight. Arthur, you're used to it, but this was a little heavier than usual. Razz, you're fucking dying. You can help, and you are helping, but God, Jesus Christ.
I'm doing my best.
You are. Do you guys move him away from the phone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where do you move him?
Were we gonna move him downstairs? Is that correct?
We
You have to tell me, Kuri, because it was your idea.
Yeah, downstairs. Sorry, I was about to put a chip in my mouth. I had to stop.
Okay, so you move him downstairs. By the
Ask-
time...
Aster's gonna grab the phone and kind of move away from the downstairs staircase just to see if that helps any. Just like, grab, and we're over here now.
As soon as Aster leaves a 10-foot radius of Lex, you feel Lex almost jolt back to position, as if he... gonna sound bad again. As if a computer was turned back on again.
Does
And he
see
just goes,
Nyder?
huh? And looks around.
Good morning.
His head tilts. What are you guys doing up here?
Investigating a phone.
And you.
That too.
and oceans?
And ocean. Yes.
Creepy bullshit.
He looks between all four of you and then goes, okay. Can I have my phone back? I was answering a
No.
call.
No.
Okay.
In that one instance, the moment it says, "Can I have my phone back?" Aster's gonna try and break the phone.
I don't think you can do that.
I was described as a
It is
Nokia.
described as a Nokia. Yeah, no. I have a +3 to strength. I don't think I'm gonna do this.
Even with a nat 20, I don't think that would work.
Just trying to break it. Just
Aster.
Yeah.
Your shadow is staring at you from directly across from you.
He's just without even gonna like as if it's normal. Just turn and go. What? Oh, right. Creepy thing for you, isn't this?
The shadow reaches out a shadowy hand that looks clawed and malicious at first, but is holding it out as if to ask for something.
Can I history check to see if that's the same hand the knight had?
Go ahead.
That was so close to a nat 20. God damn it.
It looks similar.
Use your words.
Break.
First, we gotta get the photos off it. I'm not a monster.
There.
What? No, what'd you say?
I just said stare. Like,
Arthur,
literally it's staring at you.
You hold the fuck up. Arthur, do you have the majority of phones on this thing? Or photos on this thing?
Phones.
Shut up.
It is a work phone.
It's a work phone?
I don't know, do you
Is it
have
right up
anything
by the top?
you need length on there?
Oh.
I don't keep pictures on my work phone. It's a liability. Why?
Grabs the top and the bottom, bashes it against his knee as hard as he can, and then tosses the rest to his shadow.
It hurts you more than it hurts it.
He's not gonna show it. He's not gonna show it. There was definitely a noise that followed his actions, but he's not showing it.
Motherfucker, I said it was the Nokia on purpose, brother.
It's like watching someone stub their toe and try and walk it off.
But the otherwise still partially cracked phone gets caught by the shadowy hand, and after a moment of tension, snaps it in half, and then curls the claws around, and you see black fire burn it. And there's this faint, faint scent of burning plastic and steel before
That's
the
just
shadowy hand pulls back.
Aster's gonna stop the shadowy hand. Give me half.
Nah, kind of noise.
Bitch, we need to investigate what the fuck that is. Give me half of
No.
it, and you can do it.
What have you got in your
Okay.
mouth?
Pulls out his keyblade. I swear to God, we'll fight right here, right now.
Drop
You are
it.
not better than the motherfucker I hate.
We'll lose.
I'll lose fighting.
There's a you don't see it, but it's the tilt of the head of Oh Honey.
Arthur, come here and shine some light on this bitch.
What do you want me to do?
Tag team my shadow. Come on.
Do you think I'm a flashlight or something?
I got Moonbeam.
no. Maybe?
Maybe.
Hit it with a... I don't know. What paladin skills do you got?
If nothing that would not hurt the structure of this building.
Fuck it. Dash, I guess.
I'm not dashing
No,
into
no,
the
no.
wall.
God damn it.
I don't know. As Arthur gets closer, the shadow seems to recoil, and that sense of a darkness entity getting too close to a light entity. Just the kind of energy.
I'm gonna reach for one half of the things, if they're still out.
Yeah, it is.
Just grabs the bottom half of the phone, just like, ah. And then pats Arthur on the shoulder. You are a flashlight.
I heard it slightly different. Say it again, please.
You are a flashlight.
Thank you.
Flash. You heathens.
You just kind of slurred the word slightly.
I have a speech impediment.
That's why I told you to say it again.
Going off the rails immensely.
Aster just used Arthur like a flashlight. Flashlight. Of course it is.
So, who's watching the shadow?
Lance's, because, like, I don't think that's ever been explained to him.
It hasn't been explained to anybody, as far as I know.
No one ever asked. I think Razz is the only one that knows about it.
How would you ask? Hey, let me ask about your shadow that I haven't noticed.
Hey, you can shoot dark fireballs out of your hands. Do you have a shadow that's sentient? Most warlocks
Technically-
may.
Technically, if we're getting serious, so does Lance, and he's not a warlock.
Fair and valid.
We don't need to bring Lance into this.
Anyway, back on the tracks, you goof asses. So who's actually watching the shadow in this argument?
Lance.
I guess so. Sorry because it was a point of topic.
Anybody else? Razz is in the wrong position to currently see the shadow, so.
Aster was focused more on the phone than the shadow,
Okay.
so that leaves
So-
Lex.
Arthur, Lance. The shadow's eyes left Arthur and trailed over to Lex, who is staring directly back.
Say that again?
They left Arthur and are staring at Lex, who is staring right back.
Lance just kind of clears his throat. Just so, when were you gonna mention that the shadow can and gestures?
Talk.
That too, but just gestures to like the whole of the shadow being disconnected from him.
So, you remember the time when I went and found out that I'm not Caesar?
Yeah.
Well, a fuckface I met and this guy right here are the ones that were kind of the revealers of that.
Kind of mockingly, a shadowy hand moves to the side on the wall and just does a 2-finger salute.
Yeah, I don't know what else I expected. This might as well happen.
Yeah, trust me, I'm living that right now.
That jack-o'-lantern mouth opens and it's very quiet to hear. Arthur and Aster, I need you to roll perception.
Cool. Like no good rolls except one.
Oof.
22.
Arthur, you're too busy being confused about why you're being used as a flashlight. But, Aster, as this is part of your shadow, it's natural to overhear what it's saying. And in a hushed whisper, it says, Leviathan.
Instantly, Aster's staring at his shadow.
Its eyes haven't left Alex, who is looking kind of confused now.
So does your shadow know Lex from somewhere?
Don't know. Hey, Arthur.
Hmm?
Stay up here while the others get Lex downstairs.
Okay.
Oh, before I forget, and he's gonna. I gotta wait for. Oh, there we go. Razz.
Yeah.
Come around the corner.
Sorry, I just haven't been moving my token.
Okay. Tosses Razz the piece of the phone that he took from his shadow.
He snatches it.
Get that to Helia, and if later on we can talk to a teacher. Me and Helia gotta go on a field trip later, anyways, so. You guys make sure Lex actually gets to a bed.
To safety?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Finding out now.
Why would it not? Well, I was gonna ask why it wouldn't be safe, but
My shadow has
that
sat.
happened.
Yeah. That and my shadow is being sassy, and I want to figure out why.
I thought he was just like that.
Don't know yet. He's acting weirder than he normally does.
There's Aster, you don't see it so much as feel it, but it's a hand waggle when the he is mentioned.
They. He better not be a she. That would have been like a surprise for everyone involved.
Congratulations.
You feel the shake
It's a
of the
girl.
head at she. Just
Okay,
hand
they.
waggle again.
Got it.
And then just didn't bother correct. And you feel the shrug of like, what was I supposed to do? You're the person I'm connected to. It's default kind of energy.
Are you debating gender with your shadow?
Gender is a concept of conversation at this point. I can change mine at a thought.
I mean, gender is about as solid as a cat, yes, but
I am living proof.
you know what? I'm not gonna
that
question it
gender is
anymore.
water. Yeah. I am proof that gender is just a weird soup, and you can have different flavors.
Oh, he's going.
Yeah.
His ADHD brain is, oh, I'm not, this conversation isn't appealing to me. I'm going to leave. Kind of energy.
That's fair.
Mood.
Lance,
Yeah.
go
What's
get
up?
dressed.
Yeah, it's how long has it been, by the way?
A good minute or two.
So yeah, I feel like Lance is probably feeling the chill of like water cooling down at this point. Just
Yeah, there's a breeze up here, bud. Get going.
trust me, I can tell.
I did not mean that. Didn't need a response. Back up, Arthur.
Okay.
Okay. Just me and the two people I trust the most right now. We're present. Fuck did you mean, Leviathan?
The shadow doesn't, I guess the word would be lean against the wall so much as it seems to lean against itself on the ground in front of you guys over here. And all of you feel the presence just cross its arms. And just Leviathan. Louder this time, confident, that same suave, cocky energy.
How common is Leviathan outside?
I need all of you to roll history. Or religion.
Since Arthur has been having such a rough time tonight, I would love to cast guidance.
I'd actually like to give. I was gonna give both of them a help action for no roll because I feel like I have to focus on keeping the shadow present.
Sure, that works. Either history or religion for either of you.
Wait, with advantage, right? That throws.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Are you going to roll, my dear Razz?
Yeah, I was just comparing.
Oof. That first one was ouchies.
Yeah.
So, Razz, it takes you a little while to sift through your memories of reading ancient history because it never caught your attention outside of reading fantasy novels based on historical events. But after a little while, both of you go, oh, Leviathan is not just a term used to describe sharks in the water. It is an actual term of a primordial entity of the depths of the sea in every single world. If you can find a deep enough ocean on any world, and most of them have it, the energy of Leviathan swims throughout it. He is the lord of the depths. He is the maker of currents. He is considered to be a wrathful, vengeful entity, but not because he is inherently evil, but because he has been wronged.
How descriptive of its appearance?
Leviathan has been described in several texts that are reputable, at least, as a massive world serpent of blue, maybe almost to a deep blue to a point of being black at certain depths of the sea, able to blend in with any type of water that it's in to carry it, and it can shapeshift as a primordial being. It chooses not to, from what you've heard and read.
I feel like I've had a conversation like this before. And I think it might be these, but I don't think that's true. I don't know. I don't remember. I remember a lot of not specifics.
But yeah, you two know about that. Aster, you gave up your right to that.
Yep. He's making sure that the shadow doesn't run away while we're doing rolls.
Hey, there's a gif of Leviathan in the chat.
Yep.
Leviathan. Oh yeah, 7 dragon.
Love that dude. Hate him so much. He sucks. I love him. But yeah, that's what you know. What do you do?
Soulless had to do with Leviathan then.
Aster,
What?
you notice that the shadow's eyes are looking at anything but the three of you. Almost nervous.
He's gonna kneel down a bit. His shadow doesn't move when he kneels down, yeah?
No.
He's going to try to reach in his own shadow to grab it by whatever metaphorical collar it has.
Make a constitution saving throw, my guy.
Con save?
Yeah.
Okay. 21.
You just barely succeed.
He's using his left hand, by the way, like left arm.
Okay. You're really going all in on this, huh?
Yep.
You reach in to this shadow. It's supposed to be your shadow, but you're summoning a creature you don't understand and trying to reach and grab. And your hand does pass through your own shadow. And it feels like the depths of the sea. Not just any sea, but the Sea of Darkness. And it burns. Icy hot burn. It is borderline painful, and it only isn't because you swear your shadow is protecting you from the brunt of it. And as a result, you grab something like a collar, but it's not. It's cold and like steel. It's
He's
almost
going-
like a gorget.
He's going to start trying to pull it back out to at least shoulder to bust width out of his shadow.
You hear the faint warble of don't.
And look us in the fucking eyes. You're a knight, goddammit.
Long before you were part
Not
of me.
anymore. Thanks to Leviathan.
Fine, you don't want to be a knight anymore, that's fine. Don't be. But you're someone who could help my friend. So you're gonna look us in the eyes and give us the info we want. Or at least point us in the right goddamn direction. Do I need to hold your hand for that part? Or is there still enough of you left in there?
There's a heavy sigh. And in a voice you don't recognize, no longer clipped or barred, for the time being, you hear very quietly, Leviathan ate my world. Leviathan is a vengeful, wrathful being, capable of great pain and suffering.
World.
Yes, ate my world. I thought I killed it. I did not. And for that, I have become an echo of what I am. I have unfinished business with Leviathan.
Who are you?
It just stares at you.
He stares back with much softer eyes this time, no longer glaring, more concerned than anything else.
Even though you have a solid grip, and you know you have a solid grip, it's almost as if whatever was solid before, what strength you gave this being in your shadow, it slips through your fingers like ink. Or perhaps tar. And you feel yourself let go.
Keeps his hand in his shadow for just a bit. Thank you. And pulls his hand out.
You get no response, and the eyes are no longer there. You pull your hand out, and it is covered in something akin to tar or ink. It's not pleasant. It has a bad texture.
He's just gonna sit on the floor and kind of lean against the wall. Oh, this is autism hell right now.
Yeah, it's not great for people with autistic tendencies. It's not great. It's not like hell, but it's one of those kind of feelings.
Yeah.
Could you hand me some of that?
Just holds his arm out for her.
Just kind of scrapes it off his hand.
You want some too? And motions his arms to Razz.
Gimme. Gimme.
Gimme.
Both of you have different reactions to this. Arthur, it might be autism hell for you. Like, you know exactly what this is. This is pure liquefied darkness.
Yo! If only I had something to put this in.
That's what. Yeah, Razz is gonna give it a little taste.
No!
Yeah.
Aster's immediately gonna grab the hand that Razz used to fucking scrape some off. No! Don't be
Not gonna
nasty.
stop her from trying.
Stop it. Ah.
Fight against.
Is it bad if that I also had that thought?
No, because you're a chaotic little demon of a paladin.
I think. God, Razz, stop. I think there's stuff in my backpack that you could use. Just throw out my sandwiches I packed, okay?
Raz, because of your friends, you probably have a vial or two. You're not sure if all of it would fit in a couple of vials, but you have them.
Oh,
Because-
I was gonna ask if my herbalism kit would have
Oh yeah, that would. That'd
a
have
couple.
plenty. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Alright.
tend to think of
Ask.
herbalism kits as like making potions, which means you have to have a lot of vials in them, kind of like how a first aid kit has a lot of bandages.
I
So
was
you
thinking it
have
had
plenty.
cool. Disperses the little jars,
Yay.
the little vials.
You see, this counts as dark matter.
I'll get back to you on that, brother.
Do I get to eat in this shit?
I'd
I-
prefer if you didn't.
I would
Sneak
really
into
love
it.
to.
Hey, real quick, DM, I have a water skin. Can I use just... It is a 5-pound water skin. Can I just, like, kind of use that whenever I get the chance to scrape my own little bits of this off in there?
Yeah.
So, Autism Hell stands up and starts walking towards his own water skin. Come on, let's go downstairs.
Continue now from this madness.
I don't like the feeling. It feels bad.
But it's so interesting, though.
Wanna
You-
smack
why
it
are
on
we-
somebody.
Why are we both sides of a coin of autism right now? Oh wait, that means that Razz is the corners. Oh no.
Hold on, I'm getting things fixed.
I wonder if I can make a light version of this.
Oh, what have I given you?
Probably if you try hard enough. I mean, we're gonna collect enough of it.
I'm so curious about this existence.
Technically, this is an actual thing in canon.
Yeah.
They mention it offhand, and it's mine now. They also stated in Union Cross that touching darkness should give you an adverse effect if you're not
Oh.
used to it.
That's lux. That's what that is. That's what physical light is.
I thought
Yeah.
Lux was the. Okay.
Yeah, no, Lux is a physical-based light. They collected it physically.
But it is like more solid rather than this liquid.
Well, yeah. I did describe it as reaching into the sea of darkness. Again, not changing the thing to night because I don't want to. So, do a couple last things, and I'll switch over to Tsubasa.
Okay.
And that includes Helia responding to whatever the fuck just happened.
Helia actively watches as Aster comes into the room going, ew, 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 ew. Not bad touch, ew, ew. And just makes his way to his backpack.
Helia's functionally half asleep, you know, hair stuck to her face, and is just sort of staring at everyone with the expression of, what?
And Lex, seemingly unaffected, just goes, "Hi, sorry, I think I caused trouble again."
Little wave. You know, that sort of little kid up and down hand, you know, just the fingers up, opening and closing? That, directly at Lex. She's so confused.
Shrug from Lex. He has no
Razz-
idea.
Razz is shaking around one of the little vials.
We need a funnel so I can get this in the water skin.
He's trying so hard.
What exactly is that, if I can ask?
Darkness.
I stuck my hand in my own shadow.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not?
I told you, my life is a living. Why the fuck isn't this happening?
Isn't darkness poisonous?
A little bit. If
Not
Only one way to
inherently.
find out.
I would have loved to find out, but nobody will let me.
Please don't ingest toxic things. That's bad for your health.
we like Razz, don't make us change Razz because you had to go ooh num nums.
To be fair, I'm not much better. I've had to taste poison a couple of times. Arthur, this is news to you. It's not surprising, it's just news. Because, again, assassination attempts.
Oh, Lex was talking.
Yeah, Lex was straight up saying, yeah, I don't have any place to talk considering I've ingested poison before.
I'm not surprised.
Would it be rude to ask what kinds?
No, not at all. I know exactly what kinds was tried to be used there.
What did they taste like?
Depends. Some of them are sweet. Some of them are sour. Some of them have no taste at all. It just tries to kill you instantly. With the
Ah,
happiest smile.
the spicier poison.
Aren't there slow acting ones?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go try and clean this off my hand now that I've got my own water skin of him. And for anyone who sees him, he is in autistic hell.
Never mind. From Lex.
Did you have a question?
No, I just know how to get rid of that. Without tainting a water supply, I guess, is the...
I feel like that would be helpful for him.
Yeah, let me go help him with that. I'll be right back. And just steps out again.
Ken and Lance kind of like try to stealthily whisper to Razz, "Hey,
Oh,
mind if I grab one of those vials?"
I would love for you to have one.
Just passing it around.
I can make a joke here and Zahn would die instantly.
Please do.
Passing it around like a bong.
Yeah, basically. You want a hit of this darkness?
Let me take a hit.
Ooh, that's actually a good idea.
we need to smoke it.
Oh, anyway.
Oh god.
God
Does
damn it.
Razz say that
No.
out loud?
Yes.
Let me do this last scene so I can get to Tsubasa, you heathens. So, Aster, as you're not racing but moving carefully as to not jostle it to hit the floor, Lex kind of rushes up with his normal fleet-footed steps and just, hey, I can help with that. I've had a similar situation. It's not great. Do you need some help?
A little bit, yeah. I was just gonna grab a, wet rag and just kind of scrape it off near the edge. Don't wanna tangle up.
So, well, that's good. But, darkness is hydrophobic.
Well, it should really get with the times. Joking.
Mm.
Sorry.
Just, you see him just melt emoji for a second and just, because this is also a light-based being around darkness. But he seems used to it as he holds out one of his hands to you.
What are you gonna do? As he pulls the arm back.
Don't worry. I'm just going to put it back where it came from.
I could do that.
No, what you can do is injure yourself in your mental state further. I can actually put it back where it came from without upsetting the natural balance. How about that? Sorry, that sounded mean.
It didn't. Lex,
Hmm?
you were fucking zoned out. My shadow came back sounding scared and mentioned the name Leviathan. I don't want you touching this stuff. If it's gonna hurt you or affect your mental status, I don't want that. You're my friend.
Why?
You're my friend.
I care about your well-being and mental security.
I've dealt with this before, don't worry.
You can deal with a bomb 1,000 times. You still gotta wear a full suit of armor for it.
You sound like Susie. Okay, fine. You handle it, but if it goes wrong,
I'll call
I'm
you.
actually going to step in.
Fair and valid.
And huffs and starts to walk away.
He puts his clean hand on his shoulder. Hey,
Yeah?
Sleep well tonight, okay? You've earned it.
No, I don't think I will. And walks away.
yeah, well, fuck you too.
No, it's not you. It's just I don't sleep well ever.
Oh, I thought we were joking. We can like ask for some like melatonin if you need, brother.
No, I'm used to it. I have weird dreams all the time. And keeps walking.
That boy needs therapy. And he's gonna try to figure out how to get rid of this by himself.
Alright. I think that's a good place to call that while everyone is trying to fucking not pass it around like a bong.
Yeah.
Hate you guys, thank you.
I love it here.
So, Tsubasa.
I'm free from the timeout corner now?
Yes.
Yay!
Where specifically do you go?
Oh,
Downstairs or outside?
he would have gone downstairs. Well, of course he would have gone downstairs. That's how you get outside.
Well, yes. Thank you for your sass.
I mean, would he notice anything as he goes downstairs?
You would hear the sisters talking, and then you would hear another voice pipe up. One you remember.
Well,
It's
now
Jonah's.
he's not fucking going outside now.
I'm actually putting it on the map, so...
He hears Fred. He hears Fred that what he was told was being overwhelmed a little bit.
Hopefully you have your token permission.
I do indeed.
So, as you're coming down the staircase, before any of that happens, you hear the laughter of your sisters, and then the voice of Jonah, kind of muffled, because you are upstairs for the time being. And you definitely recognize the smoothness of his voice, because he's very calm and relaxed. You don't understand what he's saying yet.
Well, Tsubasa continues down the stairs and just stops to peek inside. It's just like, Jonah?
And then, with a lean back on his hands, dressed in what you know is the best formal wear he's ever worn, because it is a partial suit with regular slacks, and it's the best you're gonna get out of him.
Just like, okay, yeah, that tracks.
So even that looks disheveled, as it looks like he definitely ran away from something, messed with his clothes, and proceeded to walk out looking like a hot mess. So he looks the way he always looks, honestly.
He doesn't look any different from usual. Got it.
He looks nicer, but no different. But you walk inside and say, Jonah? And it's just that, hey, aren't you supposed to be in bed, little guy? With a smirk.
Okay, I'm 17 now, first and foremost.
And I'm almost 21.
I was helping my friends from school get settled in.
Oh yeah, those ones. How's that going for you, by the way? As he stands up, does a little, like, half wave to the sisters, and just steps over to you.
Do you mean the school in general or getting them settled in?
Either or. You know how it goes.
Oh, I mean, I think that it's going alright on both ends.
Yeah? Yeah, Harles misses you. You really should come visit Traverse Town every once in a while.
I know, that's just... No, we were dealing with, it was midterms, right?
Yes.
We were dealing with midterms, and then there was the, lockdown before that. We couldn't even leave campus, really.
That sucks. Well, now you can. Good thing, too, for your birthday party, right?
Yeah. How are you feeling? Granddad said that you were, getting a little overwhelmed, I think.
The old man ratted me out, I see. Damn, gotta get him back again.
Good luck.
I don't need luck. It takes skill. And he grins.
But you're doing alright, yeah?
Yeah. Got a steady job now. Earning a bit of money.
That's good. Where are you working?
Some hotshot lady that took up the workshop that used to belong to the old man from yore. You know, the old days.
Yeah.
Somehow she got a key.
Huh. I didn't think keys even existed for that shop anymore.
I know, right? I mean, we used to break in all the time, but we didn't steal anything like I should have, honestly. Glad I didn't. She notices everything.
What's her name?
We always call her boss, but starts with a V.
Well, I mean, it's still good that you've got a job now. Trying to remember the phone call exactly out of character. Is that the reason why Vince couldn't come either, or?
Yeah, he's working double shift. He's saving up for one of our trips when we get back. You know, go to see the beach like we wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you gives you Twilight Town Roxas energy.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Anyway.
Tsubasa just looks a little sad because he's just over here just like, I don't know if I'll even be able to go. Probably not.
You know you're always welcome. Especially your friends. Vince might be a little dodgy sometimes, but that's just because of whatever happened between you two.
I honestly don't remember. I don't know why he won't tell me.
Well, and for once, the confident, suave, energetic, and pompous attitude wavers. I wouldn't want to talk about the day I died either. This is news to you.
Wait, what do you mean? I died?
No, not you. This is a bad topic to bring up at your birthday party. How about we talk about it later?
Wait, no, hold on. What do you mean Vince died? What happened?
I don't know. He won't talk about it. Apparently it's the reason why you're not Tsubasa. It's
Tsu-
why he doesn't want to talk most of the time.
Tsubasa does visibly recoil at that statement for a moment. It's just, I'm still me, Jonah. You know this. Harley knows
I know
this.
Of course. It's just... That was the day he got his Keyblade. The moment you two disappeared and one died and one survived. I think he's okay with it. I think he just needs to get some therapy, I guess. But I wouldn't pressure him. Actually, come on, after that I think you might need a bit of a drink. It's on me. I already told your mom that I might give you a drink from me.
Yeah.
She seemed okay with it, so...
I guess if Ogasama is okay with it.
And Jonah reaches into one of his side pouches and takes out one of those travel-size bottles of whiskey and just holds it out to you. It's not much, but it should take a little bit of the edge off.
Alright. And Tsubasa does stare at it for a moment. Does that little sniff of... He's not entirely sure how this is going to taste before he goes ahead and he takes a drink of it.
This is a question for you, Cherry, because I don't know if you drink enough to know.
I have had plenty of alcohol, yes. And I have had whiskey specifically.
Yeah, I'd equate it to a spicy caramel whiskey.
It doesn't stop the reaction from the burn, just like, ah!
And Jonah just smirks, crossing his arms of, is that your first drink?
Yes, I don't drink at school.
Well, yeah, you're not old enough.
I'm not what?
You're not old enough.
Well, yeah, no. I don't think is alcohol even allowed on campus? I don't think it's even allowed.
You know teachers sneak it on campus. At least that's what I heard.
And he does stop for a moment and thinks about Headmaster Harold, and it's just like, okay, yeah, no, alcohol probably is allowed.
Well, do you actually want to take a bit of a walk? That was a lot of information to process.
Yeah. I'd like a walk, actually.
And he kind of leads you out. Not in that sense of rushing you, but just letting you have a moment to yourself.
Okay. Like, he doesn't come with me, or...
No, he comes with you just to protect you, so to speak.
Ah. The protective friend.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to set up a map so you guys can walk around.
Okay. I've been bouncing between two vastly different vibe songs, by the way. Help!
Yeah? Do you want to send them?
What?
Do you want to send them?
It's the sugar popcorn and the someplace.
Oh boy. Are you having fun over there?
It's been a bouncing back and forth, so you're probably going to have a fun time hearing that in the recording.
Yeah, I would assume so. But I'm like, ooh. My roll 20 is very laggy. Everything else is fine, it's just roll 20, but it's fine.
Roll 20 always has a fit. Should I roll Constitution really quick to see how Tsubasa's first drink affects him?
With a travel size one? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know. But he's also not exactly the heftiest person either and would have pretty much zero tolerance.
If you want. If you roll low, I get to bully you.
You wouldn't get much more than buzzed, I would think.
Yeah, people who are buzzed say the weirdest shit, though.
I know, so it's going to be
Frick.
fun. 17!
Alright. So, you managed to, for pretty much the first bit of letting it settle in your system, it gets you not buzzed, but lightly tipsy. Because Jonah is no slack on having good alcohol, and you've always known this because he's done it since he was 17.
Yeah, it's
He
most...
apparently just has context to him.
It's great. I love it. Tsubasa is probably going to end up leaning against Jonah a little bit, just like, oh, wow, okay.
Hold on, I gotta fix this. E.
Oh yeah, that is a good thing to bring up, Nia. When was the last time Tsubasa had anything to eat? I wonder.
Well, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that to myself. Or to him, at least. Probably at least had like a little bit of a snack before he let the others get settled in for the night. And then they proceed to do the complete opposite. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus. Why is this so hard to fix? I hate it here. This map doesn't want to cooperate, I say as I fix it anyway. Cooperate with me, damn you.
No.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
I'm here to be a delight.
You take a walk through your estate, Tsubasa, with Jonah, who has been here more times than Harley or Vincent ever has. He's, despite having been, I wouldn't call it addicted to alcohol, he's not. He's a social drinker, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
And upon getting a actual license to have it, as a magic user, he's kind of lessened his intake because now people have eyes on him. But he does drink in private, and he prefers certain things. The thing he gave you is not one of his preferences.
I wouldn't imagine. It feels like if he gave Tsubasa one of his preferences, it wouldn't have ended with him being lightly tipsy.
No. I goofed. It's fine. Big map, by the way.
What?
Big map.
Big map? Okay.
Mhm.
I am preparing for the big map to appear.
I'm giving you your stuff.
Okay.
Control over thing.
All I'm doing is zooming out.
So you take a walk through the outer portions of the estate where it's a little more pretty than it is functional. A place to relax, a place to get away. And Jonah knows these paths more than probably you do, which is fascinating to everyone involved, considering he seems to not pay attention to jack shit. He actively presents himself as self-absorbed, and you know for a fact that he cares a little too much. And he's walking side by side with you, hands in his trench coat pocket, and just, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just did not. This is tips. I think I'm tipsy. Is this what tipsy feels like?
You should be fine. That was a low alcohol content.
Okay.
It will wear off, but you might have a minor headache in the morning. Just make sure to drink water, or so help me Jesus, I'm gonna send you to him.
I'll drink water, I promise.
Go ahead and ask your questions. I know you got them.
Is that what Vince always meant whenever he asked if I still didn't remember about him dying?
He never elaborated, but he always said that our Tsubasa died that day. And he was the one who survived. I don't know what he means by it, and he never talks about it anymore. But the day after that happened, he signed up to be a watchtower guard. Well, you know, the one that was built in collaboration for, the old man of Traverse Town.
Yeah. Just... I didn't die that day. I was scared.
Yeah, I think Vince was too. He isn't the same anymore. I don't know what happened, but he's always angry. Vengeful, almost. As if he's doing one last thing before he moves on. And I know that sounds a bit strange, but I've always been good when it comes to telling when something's wrong.
Yeah, I know. Should I have even gone to the academy?
We weren't going to take that choice from you. I think it would have happened one way or another. He reaches out and places a hand on your shoulder and proceeds to lean against you slightly. You almost stumble, but you're not that tipsy or anything. You're just kind of woo.
Just like, oh.
And he shakes his head. Just don't worry about it too much. I have him calm for the time being. Thankfully, I didn't have to use any of my stash, but he doesn't drink regardless.
Well, yeah, Dee always said he didn't like the taste.
Yeah. He's doing his best. And he's working for, and he snaps a couple of times. He's like, I can't remember her name. It's some important boss lady. I don't know. No. That can't be it.
What can't be it?
I don't know. I can't remember her name. I never asked for it, really. I got told secondhand, and it just deleted from my memory.
It's been pretty crazy at the school, too.
Yeah? What's that? What's eating at you?
Jonah, if I said that someone could have rewritten history in a way that nobody could remember the real one, would you you would you believe me, or
Only you would find something like that. And he sounds playful. It doesn't sound malicious or anything. He sounds... It's not even dismissive. It's more of a neutral playfulness. You can't tell if he thinks you're crazy or not.
Tsubasa is going to look long and hard at him, though, just trying.
Roll insight.
Well, yeah. 25.
You look at him as you're walking, and he definitely seems to believe you, as you've never really had a reason to lie to him or the others. But his eyes are ever so slightly narrowed in that sense of he's not sure if he should ask or not, if he should get involved. So he's letting you make the decision, essentially.
I think there's something wrong, and I'm not sure what yet. That's just one of the theories I've got. Because, while we were there, or while we were gone from the academy, after the former vice headmaster had actually, did anybody ever tell you about what had happened with that? I don't know how much actually got reported.
I know that there's a new temporary vice headmaster, but I don't know what happened to the old one. Some classified intel or something another.
Well, was Tsubasa ever told it was supposed to be classified?
You were never told that.
It does make him hesitate for a moment. And just, it was mostly because of him that me and my classmates and, my friends from the academy got chased off world for a few days. And while we were gone, we ended up in the grid to deliver a message to someone. Jonah, what they knew seemed to be different from what we know.
Well, ain't that something? Well, what do you think they knew that we didn't?
Well, they even know who the King of the Glooms was.
Oh yeah, that guy exists. He just kind of scratches at his jaw with one nail and just, yeah, I guess that dude does exist.
Jonah,
He's a dude, right? I'm not being rude.
Tsubasa does the sort of hand waggle of, I don't think... he's never particularly corrected us, but he doesn't seem
I'll default to they. It's fine. I do
yeah,
it all the time.
probably
There's
would be
certainly
more
a
polite.
person that exists. I don't know if it's telling that they're not remembered.
It just felt off to me, but
What's your working theory?
I think the people who were in the grid had their memories stored like it was an actual computer. So if things did get changed out here among the other worlds, maybe the grid is a sort of and he starts doing vague gestures with his hands, trying to communicate just the grid being a sort of storage system for the old memories.
Jonah pauses for a moment, stopping in his stride. Yeah, that's a little weird. But do you have any proof? Because if you go around spouting all this, I'm pretty sure there's other people who would call you insane.
Tsubasa does shake his head for a moment, just nothing solid yet. You're really the only other person I've told after a few, even my friends at the school. But they were already involved, so...
Well, sounds like it sucks.
It's...
You gonna chase this mystery, or are you gonna let it die?
I want to chase it. I want to find out what's going on. 'Cause, like... I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it shouldn't be like this. But at the same time, I think I need to stay at the academy for a bit longer, too. Or, well, I mean, I wasn't planning to leave or anything, but I don't think I'm strong enough yet.
He pokes you slightly on the temple and just rests his hands on his hips. And what if you never are? What then? Are you gonna stay at the academy forever?
No, I've still got you guys. I still have you and Harley and everyone else here.
Yeah, you do. Me and Harl certainly aren't gonna leave you. Vince is a tough subject, but we can always coerce him.
I want to find out what happened that day too.
I'm sure there's old records or something.
Well, I mean, between me and Vince as well.
Oh yeah. Good luck making him talk on that one. And then Jonah gestures back to where you guys were at the guest house. And just, what's up with that weird kid with the what is it? Half cape? Real cape? I don't know what it is. I don't like capes. I think they're tacky. And you know this.
Yeah. You really do not like capes. Out of character. Is he talking about Lex?
Yep.
Yeah. You mean Lex? Yeah. The shorter one? Not he. He does pause for a moment. Shortest? How tall is Helia again?
I think 5'2" or 5 even.
5'2". She's an inch shorter than Lex.
Okay, yeah, no, he Tsubasa pauses for a moment. It's just like, no, he's the second shortest. What do you mean?
How would I know his name?
What do you mean by what's up with him, though?
He's always looking over his shoulder. Like someone's about to attack him.
Oh, he's actually, Arthur's bodyguard?
He's like 12. What the fuck?
He's actually just a couple months younger than me.
That doesn't help the situation. You're like 12.
I'm not 12!
He makes a pinching gesture with his fingers of just like tiny.
How tall is Jonah? Because Tsubasa's 5'10" now, yeah?
Yeah, Jonah is 5'7".
Yeah, Tsubasa just reaches out and just gently drops his arm on the top of Jonah's head.
I still have a point.
You're still shorter than me. Actually, did you get shorter?
No, you got taller.
Huh. Still.
But yeah, that Lex kid got issues.
Well, I
I
mean,
see him clear as day.
yeah, he just doesn't trust any of us enough to talk to about that. Arthur's his best
Have you
friend.
tried talking to him?
Sometimes, but it seems to get interrupted a lot.
Damn. Yeah, I think he needs genuinely to have a moment to just, flat against the floor, like we used to do in our hideout.
Yeah.
Flat fuck Friday and grins.
I mean, I think we could all use that, actually. I should start just wait until Jonah meets Helia. Sorry, I just saw that.
Hell yeah. Listen, you might get the chance to.
Yeah.
Because depending on how the scene goes, we might go directly into the birthday party.
Yeah. But Tsubasa is just like, maybe I should suggest that to them. Flat fuck Fridays, like we used to do.
Hell yeah. Get everybody into Flat Fuck Friday.
And in a gesture that none of the others have seen, and only Jonah, Harley, and Vince would know. Just a little fist pump from Tsubasa going, fuck yeah, Flat Fuck Friday.
Man, you used to swear like a sailor. What happened? Please don't tell me it was anxiety.
Okay. I won't.
Damn. Anxiety's a bitch. Glad I don't have it.
I mean...
I have the fucking opposite. You can't get me to shut the fuck up.
I mean, it feels like it's been getting better. Zon, just so you know, you are not muted right now. I heard that. But yeah, no, Tsubasa just... I've actually been able to talk to people easier. Not quite like how I used to, but... I mean, it's not as hard anymore. I've got my friends in the academy now, too. I actually can't wait.
That's good.
I actually can't wait to meet them. You'll probably like Razz.
Can you describe Razz to me?
She's the other one. She's got the horns too. Like, not like my horns. They're just going in one direction, but... And then she's someone who's afflicted, kind of like I am.
clothes, skin tone, eye color, please, for the love of Jesus.
The purple. She's got purple skin.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
How many people do you know with purple skin?
I'm the fucking token human of every group.
I mean, oh, well, she's got purple skin, she's got white hair, she wears these big old glasses, and he does, full-on does the hand gesture of copying Razz's glasses. And, she's unhinged?
Oh. Yeah, I'm dating her friend. And that's a real cut.
What? Hold up! No! Hold on! What?
Yeah. What's up?
Jonah is dating Razz's friend?
Yeah.
And we're not going to address that either beyond Tsubasa going, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. So all of you can unmute and yell at me while I sew this up.
You motherfucker!
Ooh, ooh.
Also,
Ooh.
just gestures at Tsubasa for Tala. Here's the reason why he was so adamant about Valkyr not being different.
So, what I'm hearing is Tsubasa's brother is just Tracy in another layer.
Yeah. That was the energy I was going for.
I'm sorry, wait, you said his brother?
Oh, father, my bad.
Father?
Father.
Are you talking about Jonah? The friend?
You guys haven't met his father yet.
I walked away for snacks and I came back and you were talking to someone.
Yeah,
That's
no,
Jonah. That is...
that is one of Tsubasa's previous friends. You know, like the fucking Twilight Town people with Roxas and everyone else?
Got it.
Tsubasa's just not the Roxas here, it's Jonah.
Wrong. That's Vince.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I am wrong. Tsubasa is the Roxas, isn't he?
No, it's Vince.
Oh, it's Vince. Vince is the Roxas.
I wouldn't curse you with Roxas energy this early on. Who do you take me for?
Yeah, who do I take you for, Rin?
About everyone else that isn't you.
God damn. Fucking
Love you.
I love you too, but holy shit!
That's the property of a DM. Everyone else that isn't you.
I get
And
to
even
live
then,
with
sometimes
this
I can
soon.
just pick you up like a me.
But we're cutting to the birthday party now?
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
You're gonna have time for it?
we should. We started at 7:30. 7:20,
Oh.
7:30.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we've only been recording for about 2 hours.
What's the exact time right now?
The exact time is 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Yeah, we have time. If you guys want to go over a little bit.
I wouldn't mind going over a little bit.
wanna
Let's
go
have
over.
let's have some chaos after the tense moment and the fucking Tsubasa being sad a little bit because, you know, he wants his friend back.
What do you mean? We got darkness.
We have
Passing it around.
Incorrect.
The unhinged energy is back, baby!
Also, I love how Zahn was just like, please don't tell me it was anxiety. Tsubasa, anxious. Okay! He may have anxiety, but he will still be a menace to his friends.
So, the next day, after revelations and information being shared, both in and out of darkness and light spaces, it's the day of the party. whether or not you have chosen to alert the other family members to something going wrong with Emily, which I'm pretty sure one or two of you did before the party.
Yeah, Tsubasa would have told his mom. Just,
Mm-hmm.
Mom, okay, so Amy's been dealing with a thing. And he will elaborate.
Okay.
But,
So
yeah, anyways, sorry.
you've done that, and she insisted that she would handle it before the party. And she had not stormed off, but kind of half-paced jog. Of just, I don't want to alarm anyone, but if they see me sprinting, they're going to be terrified.
That's my girl over there having weird things happening with her.
She's only 6, she better not. If what's happening is happening, it better not be. Like that energy.
Yeah. Tsubasa is standing there watching as she jogs off, just like, I really do hope this wasn't a mistake. And probably gets smacked by Jonah, I guess. I don't know. Just stop that.
So you enter a rather large estate. People are bustling and moving, and while there's only a couple of important people that you can see from your vantage point, there's a ton of different people that Tsubasa, you know, is some dignitaries. There's some teachers, mentors of your family members that failed to get tutorship for the youngest because Dominique is picky. Yeah. She wants the best for her children, even if the best looks like the hobo uncle man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Does Tsubasa actually see his old tutor there too?
You do. You don't necessarily see his face. You kind of only see the symbol of the Magic Kingdom on his right shoulder, like up here. Like he's sitting and talking with you. You're pretty sure it's Tsukiyomi, because you see the bright pink hair and pink outfit that is only slightly changed.
It's just like, yes, there's the pink beacon.
Mm-hmm. The pink Lolita beacon.
The beacons of Hidaka.
Yeah.
Beacons have
And
been lit.
a new hand touches the beacon.
New hand touches the beacon and probably gets broken in the process.
I love how I killed Dio with that one. Not hard, it's just funny.
Yeah. Tsubasa does lead them into the party, yeah.
Yeah, you can go to either left or right side.
I'm assuming he sees Tati over here. Tati?
Yeah, Tati. You can call her Auntie if it's easier.
Yeah. I like Tati though. It's cuter.
Mm-hmm. She seems to be in a conversation with your uncle, but it seems more lighthearted than it usually is when it comes to those two.
Okay. Yeah. Tsubasa is going to take a step inside so that the others can get inside as well. It's just like, well, ta-da!
It is not deafeningly loud, but you know the chatter of a party where everyone is trying to hear each other but not shout? That type of loud.
Yeah. Tsubasa is going to point out one of the more quiet corners. It's just like, if you guys get overwhelmed, you can probably hide out over there. Do any of you guys want to meet my Tati?
Yes!
Now would
I'm
probably
waiting.
be a bad time to mention that I have no control over my token.
I missed one. No!
Haha.
Did
It
it?
happens
did
every
it, did it.
time.
Yeah, no, I saw that too, Helia.
I've
The
been ignoring that.
What's up?
The
Oh.
giant cursor over here.
Don't worry. It's fine.
It's a piece of decoration. Don't worry about it.
Don't look at me. I tried to find something better, but it doesn't work.
What's it trying to be?
Shush, 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 shush.
It's a sword. A really fancy sword.
Like, okay, like your grandfather would not actively try and make something that looks that confusing.
I mean,
That is also in the room with the weirdest fucking skull in the corner, so it might just be there for
Like,
to
could
fuck
be
with
like,
somebody.
Yeah.
it could be just like a short lance.
It's a lance before it gets put onto the pole.
I'm not that short.
Yes, you are. I mean, what?
Yes, you are.
Bruh.
You were the
opened
third
yourself
shortest
up for
person in the
that.
group. It goes Helia, Lex, then you.
Yeah. Tsubasa is going to lead whoever comes with him up the stairs. Just skitters.
No, you can go to the right if you want. Direct right.
Okay. Skitters.
Oh, so just what?
Razz is following.
Where are stairs? I don't know. Things are confusing. Anyways.
Come on, Lex. Gotta go with the others.
Yeah, I'm coming. Don't worry. Bracing
God damn it.
myself.
He's gonna lean against the little pillar here, just wait for Lex. Just like, you good?
Yeah, it's just loud. And then steps inside.
Need an earbud?
What?
Rummage around in his pocket. Earbud.
I
keep-
don't think that's sanitary.
Of course it's not.
Hmm. Just the most disappointed sound.
That's why I have more, Ethan. And he pulls out like a little case of them.
Kuri's going to understand this, but he looks nervous for a very specific reason.
You know, hold them out. Go ahead and test them, feel them, see which ones you like, and we'll go get you something. I can see if I can find you a way to get them cleaned. And you don't need to explain to me what the texture of something is. We'll fuck with you in your ear.
Just get new ones that's specifically for that.
Yeah.
Or, like, give him some headphones.
Carries earbuds, not headphones.
Those are yeah, but later. That's what I'm saying.
Later on. Later. Let's get you some earbuds.
He
Tsubasa-
just raises a hand and just, I'm alright. I've been in loud places without them before.
Okay.
But yeah,
Come on,
Tsubasa.
let's go. And just walks up.
Yeah.
Tsubasa tries not to just full on run up to his aunt and uncle. It's just like, just goes, "Hi Tati, hi Takeru Oji."
And this, she doesn't seem as tall as the rest of her side of the family of Granddad and Dominique, but she does carry the same commanding presence as she turns to all of you in her seat and goes, "Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
I was wondering when you'd show up."
Yeah, everyone was having time getting ready. Tati, these are my friends from school. And he does pause for a moment,
He
suffering.
holds up a hand. "I know your friends."
Well, everyone, this is my Tati. This is Miss Celeste.
There was
Celeste.
She
just an
raises a brow. It's the same eyebrow raise she always gives you when you mispronounce her name.
Celeste. Miss Celeste.
Celeste.
Cel...
You've always had trouble with French. I do not blame you.
This is my Tati. Just gives up.
Lance, at hearing her say that she already knows Sue's friends, just the most scared cat look.
Miserable
frightened
wet
kitten.
cat look.
Tsubasa just glancing back is just like, it's okay. Tati knows a lot of things. But
It's a need to know basis.
It was very broad.
well, she's am I allowed to say it, Tati?
She squints. That depends on what you know.
Well, I know that you're on the Federation committee.
Ah, shouldn't have said that, but I trust your friends.
Razz's jaw drops.
That's the highest position you've met, though. Razz.
And
Tsubasa.
she stands up, kind of. You know how when someone doesn't fully stretch, but you can hear parts of their spine and joints pop anyway as they do a half stretch?
Yes.
That sort of motion of, I am getting old,
Snap,
but
crackle,
I'm not
pop.
going to let that show kind of gesture.
What were you and Takeru Oji talking about?
Magic Kingdom stuff. Nothing too serious. Just. How should I say? Takeru, you take it? And just. No. From Takeru. Just. Coward. We were talking about advancements procedures. Nothing you need to worry about.
Okay.
And then just, I'm not a coward. I just have code of honor. Code of honor means nothing if you're dead.
Tsubasa quietly
Just
to
grinning.
Tsubasa quietly to his friends is just like, they're always like this, don't worry. Do you know when Papa's going to be coming home?
Oh, he's already back.
He is?
Yes, he is currently in one of the offices.
Is he still working?
I don't think so. I think he was banned for the day.
One more time?
I think he was banned for the day.
Well, yeah, because it's the birthday party. For me and Amy, apparently.
Yes, that would be the case.
Nobody told me until I went to talk to Amy and, Nissan. Or, Nissan. Fuck. Ah! Words!
It's alright.
Oni-chan. You know what? Yomi Ni-chan.
You'll get it eventually. You can just say Tsukiyomi if you need to, or Yomi.
Or Big Sister.
Yeah.
That's basically what
So-
it is.
Yes.
But yeah, no, Tsubasa's just like, yeah, no, Amy and Big Sister were the one who told me, not, Granddad or Okasama or even Takeru Oji.
Yes, we were trying to surprise you.
Whoops.
It's just that Emily does not have a filter. And
Yeah.
somehow she figured it out. I don't know how.
She's really good at that sort of stuff.
So, I have a question for all of you.
Oh no.
What's up?
Who's looking around the room?
Hi.
Lance. Hello.
Lance avoiding every direction but the one to Tati and Uji.
Yes.
Yes, it's a
Razz
good
is
place.
just trying to take it all in. Sorry.
Tsubasa's just fully relying on passive perception right now.
So, those of you looking around, notice at the far end of the room, someone is currently 3 drinks in.
When the fuck did he get there?
He's been there. He
Okay.
just didn't look over there.
I guess
'Cause
not!
You said you were focused on Tati, so I was just like, oh, well, okay.
Well, like I said, Tsubasa's relying on his passive perception right now.
Yeah? That's a dark edge of the room.
Yeah, no, I don't think the 24 gets it, does it?
No. But those actively looking around would definitely hear or see the 3 drinks in man over there that looks around your age. Still wearing a trench coat that looks like it's seen better days.
God damn it, Jonah.
He doesn't seem to have noticed you. Even though you're talking quite loudly.
Well, does anybody get Tsubasa's attention?
Hold on, wait, Tala.
Yeah?
What the fuck does that mean?
Her icon from this angle looks like Cave.
Fucking is, isn't it? Hold on.
No.
No.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Motherfucker, how do you not recognize it? You play the game.
Doesn't mean I know fucking shit. I
No.
don't know who that is. It looks like Link. What do you want from me?
We've gone from Cayde to Link now!
2 of the most androgynous motherfuckers in existence, yeah.
But-
Anyway, no, the icon, the art that I'm using is from Reverse 1999.
I haven't played in a while.
I thought it looked familiar.
She's my favorite, and honestly fit the bill for how Celeste acts, so...
Wait, I think I recently got her.
Yeah, Tenant?
Hang on, we continue now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question is, does anybody get Tsubasa's attention seeing someone their age over there?
I think Razz would, just because she's very curious and wants to know everything that's going on at this fucking party. She gives him a little shake, not even like just to grab like a just like one shake, not like shaking, but
Yeah, Tsubasa startles. She's like, huh? What's up?
who's that guy? He looks like he is around our age.
Oh, that's Jonah. That's one of my friends from before the academy. And he does pause for him, and it's just like, calling out would probably be too difficult in here.
There's not a lot of people in here, but it's enough to where there's a low din.
Loading what?
No, low din.
Anyways,
Loading what?
Tsubasa does try calling out to Jonah, so it's like, Jonah, over here!
Who was trying to say something?
I heard
I was gonna
Sorry.
see if Razz would have any idea about what's going on between him and, I assume it was Marilyn.
You assume correctly.
Yes. Yeah,
It's the energy, I think, that gives him away for Marilyn.
I think so.
But yeah, Tsubasa does call out to Jonah.
There's a pause as he visibly lifts a martini glass to his lips, sets it down, and turns to face you without moving. Like, actually moving to get up. And just raises a hand to gesture to come over at your own leisure, and turns back and picks up the martini glass again.
It's just Tsubasa does pause for a moment, and it's just, it is okay for us to go over there now. Yes, Tati? Takara Uji?
I see no reason why you shouldn't.
Okay. Excuse us then. And he does sort of nod before going to lead his friends over to Jonah.
On the way over, Razz goes, "You guys are really cool." Just
Thank
follows
you.
close behind Tsubasa.
Just the hesitant thank you before.
Question mark.
He landed on top of Arthur!
The skittering is real.
Lance practically glued to like the backs of everyone ahead of him. Just too many new faces.
Remember, Tsubasa did say that there is a safe corner for anyone to go to if they get overwhelmed.
Yes, but if Lance goes off to the safe corner, other people might come up to him.
Fair. That is honestly very fucking fair. It's just like...
I know.
Sorry?
You could just crawl up. No one would like, why are you doing that?
Where's the safe
I
corner?
think
Pick a corner. I didn't actually designate one.
Oh.
But yeah, Tsubasa does go over to Jonah and just waving as they walk up. Jonah, these are... And he pauses for a moment, notices
Jonah.
that he does not have all of his friends with him. It's just, these are some of my friends from the academy. Where'd Aster go?
Behind you.
You're in an entirely different room, my guy.
Are these not rails?
Those look like rails. Yeah.
That's like an upstairs railing, Kuri.
This map confuses me to no end.
It's confusing me too, don't worry.
so.
You
I
can walk up these staircases to get up to the upper floor.
This looks like
But-
a door to that floor.
Is this the upper floor?
Mm-mm.
So this is
Okay,
all
from-
one floor.
I'm gonna briefly draw on the map here. From what I understand, this down here is sort of bottom floor, right?
Yes.
These stairs go up,
Do they go up to here, though? Or do
and they go up to this area. But that's the only... This down here is the only part of the lower floor that's actually shown. This is all... These side rooms are all technically upstairs.
Correct.
Oh, holy fuck shit.
And then there's little stairs here, too. Which is
Then that-
baffling to me. Where do those go?
I think this room right here is just sort of set a little bit further down.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm confused too. Let's just
Okay, hold on. I
say.
think I got it.
You think you got it?
This room is on the second floor, but because of how it's designed, it's a different room entirely because it has the same flooring as these rooms. And individual rooms seem to have their own tiling, so this is literally just the fucking walkway of all the in-between of the top rooms.
You know what? I'm just going to say that they had all gone up the stairs to these areas up here.
Aster, fuck it, Aster's going downstairs to...
Yeah.
yacht it.
Yeah, so Tsubasa is just like, did Aster go... somewhere to hide, I guess?
I guess he went to a corner.
I guess so.
I did have a question because I did get it confirmed that he is Maryland's, but would Razz recognize the name, or is that like secret?
Make a history check.
Have fun.
That will change greatly. She interacts with this person.
Every time something about a boyfriend has been mentioned, you've been high off your ass.
So fair.
So you like vaguely remember her mentioning the thought of a boyfriend, but you can't fucking remember.
Okay.
Can't remember a damn thing.
I've talked to Zahn when Zahn has been fucking high off their ass. You don't remember shit.
No. No, no,
It's
no.
like the wizard pills, but stronger.
Literally, it depends. It depends on, like, if I'm stoned, I'll remember stuff. But if sometimes, not all the time. If I'm on mushrooms, do not expect me to remember a single thing that happened unless I go outside.
You have to touch grass.
I have to touch grass to be real.
Tsubasa does pause for a moment when he notices that Lex is lingering back as well. It's just like, Lex, is everything okay?
And just still looks over at you with those like curious eyes of he was just having a conversation, but you called his name.
You good?
Yeah, your aunt, I think you called her. She was talking to me. I'm okay. Go ahead.
Alright.
And turns back to face Silister.
But, yeah, Jonah, these are the friends that I told you about. And he does point Razz out first. It's just like, that's Razz. Hesitates for a second. Because he remembers what was told to him last night. That's Razz.
Without any hesitation, Jonah downs the martini, takes the olive, eats it, and then puts the toothpick back in the glass, and extends his hand to Razz and goes, "Pleasure to finally meet you."
He takes the hand and just, so you've heard of me, I see.
Yeah, Lenny
Ow.
talks about you all the time.
Wait a second.
Just
Wait
the
a-
fucking thinking.
You just see Tsubasa slowly covering his face with his hands.
She holds on to the hand a little tighter.
Please?
Explain.
Grip gets a little more tight on yours. Like, it's just like, are we doing this?
Guys, please.
We are doing this. She holds it tighter.
Fucking JoJo poses at each other is what's happening.
Tsubasa will eventually just put his arms between them. It's just like, it's the birthday party for my little sister. Stop it.
He's not gonna let go first.
Razz isn't either. They're gonna be holding hands this whole damn party.
Bonding exercises. This
Tsubasa
is their
has
version of a get-along shirt.
Tsubasa has a sudden urge to just bite both of their hands too. I hate this.
Isn't it
Vast
also
energy.
Yeah, Tsubasa stares at them both for a little bit, watches them, and hoping that they will let go of each other's hands sooner rather than later. It's just like, that's also Arthur, that's Helia, and that's Lance. Please stop this.
Let go then, Miss Razz.
You let go first.
Tsubasa just watches them for a moment, and I am assuming that they have their hands clasped with him more or less in between them, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, no, he just looks between them, leans over a little bit, and just basically where their thumbs would be meeting.
Will this be a constitution roll?
Yeah?
He's not biting hard enough to draw blood, even though he knows that he has the teeth for it. He's just like, stop that.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Just the immediate crinkle backwards and taking back his hand and just the ha kind of energy.
Tsubasa
Red
sticks
shakes
it.
her hand. Weak.
Tsubasa sticks his tongue out at Jonah, just,
just the eye roll and whatever.
I prefer Mary to be with a weak man so she can break him, so this is good.
Please don't break my friend.
Weak man.
Also,
And then just smiles ominously at you, Razz. Oh,
That's
trust
correct.
me, she doesn't need a weak man to do that.
True. This makes it easier. It's more like a sport.
Hmm. I have a feeling all of you know what he's talking about, but he's not gonna say it.
yeah, Tsubasa has the fucking 1,000-yard stare on his face.
Hi, welcome to Jonah, guys.
Razz is still like reared up. It's not quite sinking in.
I feel like everybody recoiled when he said that. I'm just like, ah.
No, Tsubasa just deadpan stare of, why are my friends like this? How did I end up with friends like this? On both ends. What?
Oh, by the way, Harles is with your younger sister.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing she's the one keeping an eye on Amy today?
Yeah, I think she's having a grand old time of it.
Is that sarcasm?
No idea. We'll figure it out in the car. And then grins at you. Arthur, what are you doing, bud?
I'm just checking.
As you approach Lex, both of the people in that conversation, both Lex and Celesty, definitely notice you. You're not sneaky right now. But with your passive perception and your ability to know when a serious topic is happening, based on your previous history with galas and political meetings, you do know that there's something of importance being spoken about, but the last thing you hear as you approach is, "We will talk more about this later." Alright? And he just, "Okay, ma'am," and turns to face you. Yeah? Is something the matter?
No, I'm just checking up. Seemed like something important was being talked about.
Yeah, he glances at Celesty, and she shrugs. That kind of shrug of, "It's up to you." And he turns back to face you and says, "You were just talking about, the fact that I haven't been fully knighted yet." He says that I could possibly have that moved up in some months. Because of everything that's happened, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was just talking about that. I don't know if I want that just now. Since it's vacation and all that, I don't want to think about work. And he gives a weak smile of, "I'm trying my best to relax."
Do what makes you feel good.
Well, you do. I feel like that everybody just died from that one.
Is that a question, or was that a?
That was a commentary of, "You're the one who makes me feel alright," like that kind of sentiment.
Oh, cool. I didn't click. So he didn't either.
Nice. Naturally. But he is smiling a little brighter than he was earlier. He's just like, are you sure everything's alright over there? I did see something of the tension between Razz and whoever that is.
Seems like I don't remember the name.
Comedic
That
timing.
guy is the boyfriend of Razz's friend. Wait, no, was that said?
He mentioned that Linny talks about you a lot, which made it implied.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Comedic timing bit, Tsubasa getting on to Razz and Jonah about whatever they're doing now.
I think they're playing a complicated game that only Razz's coven should know about, and it's just like, you shouldn't know this. Yeah, but I do. Why do you know this? Oh, I think you know. Bitch?
It's a drinking game, of course.
Oh, you know what? They were
Yeah.
playing Chicken Legs. That's what they were doing.
And Lex just looks like it's a bit lively, huh?
Yeah.
It's a bit loud in here. I might step outside for a little bit.
That is more than fair.
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
I probably won't, but I will be at some point go down to check on you.
Alright, well, see you in a bit. I shouldn't take too long, it's just loud. And then just does a half wave at you and walks away.
Right now, Tsubasa is debating whether or not he wants to find his dad or his friend first.
By the way, would you be okay with the nickname Cell?
Are you talking to Celesty?
Yes.
She blinks for a moment and goes, Cell. New to me. But I don't mind it.
Alright then. Catch you on the flip side, Cell.
Just this half scoff, half laugh.
Tsubasa.
I think Jonah right now is having a moment of who gets drunk first.
Tsubasa at this point is just like, alright, you know what? I'll leave them to it. I should probably go say hi to my papa. Would Tsubasa know which office Akira would be in?
Akira?
Yeah.
Can we... Listen, how about you shut the fuck up?
Yes.
I hate this. I hate you guys so much.
Maybe in his youth. He's a bit in the older years.
Tsubasa is going to ask his friends still with him at this point, just like, do you guys want to come with me to meet my dad? Because, I mean, there's food outside and everything, and I think Aster has been getting overwhelmed too.
I
So-
have business.
I know, I know. You guys just try not to drink too much, okay? He is looking very specifically at Jonah right now, too, by the way.
Smug furret emoji.
And he gets the tongue stuck out at him again, just,
Sue is getting the big ol' eyes from Helia.
You want to come meet my dad, too?
Nodding.
Alright, what about you and, you two? Lance, Arthur?
I'll come along because you came along when I had to talk to my dad.
I mean, no, yeah, that's actually really fair. I promise, Papa is, well, he's not super intimidating like your dad. So there's just, you've already met the rest of my family. You might have an idea of what he's probably like.
Essentially?
You got this.
Eccentric? No. The
Eccentric.
beginning of that word.
Eccentric.
Eccentric,
Yes.
yes. Yeah,
I believe in you, buddy.
Tsubasa's just like, well, I don't think he's eccentric, but I've asked you. You guys have met my family. It's hard for me to judge sometimes.
Moon Princess, Phantom Thief, Craven? No.
No.
Yes.
Hunter.
But yeah, Tsubasa would know which. It's this one over here, yeah?
No, it would be in the opposite end of the house.
Okay. So yeah, he'll lead his.
Point and click adventure room.
He will lead his friends around, and as he passes by Dominique, he's just like, "Hello, Okasama. I'm going to."
Hello, sweetie. Hello, friends.
Papa's in his usual
Hi, ma'am.
office, yeah?
No, that one got hijacked. He's in the one furthest away. She points at first down the hall this way, over here, and then crooks a finger to the right, and then back again to like the end of the hall. So she would be referring to here.
Ooh, all the way down there. But Tsubasa's just like, okay. Thank you, Okasama. Or, merci.
Just pat, ruffle.
Do you know when everybody's supposed to gather together for the the birthday cake and everything, or?
Soon. It should not be too long.
Okay. Alright. I'll go see Papa then. And he continues leading there. He does greet his sister as well. It's just like, "Hello, Oni-chan, I'm going to see Papa."
Of course. He's in one of his offices.
And you guys do see Tsubasa pause briefly to say hi to the tutor here as well. Just, "Hello, it's good to see you again."
There's a patient smile, and then, "Good to see you again, Tsubasa."
Skitters away. Skittering
Moon
so far.
Princess.
You actually fucking say that.
Yes, I established that.
And then just the giggle of someone who is finding that quite funny. Because princess usually demands respect, but that's another prince. Absolutely not.
Not in the slightest.
Especially not a chaotic little gremlin demon of a paladin. What is all of your passive perceptions?
24.
I got
No. 15.
Helia, you're the only one who has to roll for this. The other two automatically hear this.
Rolling.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
Denied.
You're too focused on meeting the dad TM to listen about what's going around you. And the other two of you hear in the other room where you initially thought he would be, over here, you hear Granddad laughing and talking to someone who has a much lower voice and is very, very muffled. Especially with the crackle of the fireplace and mantle.
Tsubasa will pause at that, staring at the door for a moment, before he motions to Helia and Arthur to wait as he presses his ear against the door and tries to listen harder.
Make a perception check.
As long as I roll above a 10, I'll be good. 32!
You recognize the lower voice. It's Vince.
Tsubasa suddenly looks incredibly sad because Arthur and Helia, if they're paying attention to him, will probably hear him mutter, "He said he couldn't come."
What?
One of my friends from Traverse Town. I can hear him talking to Granddad. It's fine though. Let's go ahead and meet my papa. Either of y'all can stop him, by the way. I just saw what's happening in the muted.
Yeah, there's chaos down there.
Yeah. Tsubasa will knock on the office door once he gets up there. It's just like, Papa, are you in there? Sorry, Arthur, you were saying something too?
Oh, I was gonna say you probably should ask about it, like when you get the chance, just to see if there was a reason.
Yeah, I'll talk to Granddad about it. If Vince still isn't in there.
You hear the, like, muffled sound of someone jolting awake. The, like, ugh, Jesus, fucking, okay. Like that sort of noise.
Tsubasa reaches to the door and sees if it's unlocked. And
as you do so, the door knob turns before you can actually turn it, which is a little bit of a weird feeling in your hand.
It's just,
And swinging open the door is your father, looking disheveled and looking like he was just taking an impromptu nap.
That does make Tsubasa snort a little bit, just like, Papa, did you fall asleep again?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you weren't here yesterday when I showed up with my friends, but he just quietly reaches out for a hug.
And you're pulled into a hug and just held very tightly. And your father has always given quite good hugs. Not as good as Granddad, but still very good. And he just runs his fingers through your hair and goes, "Happy birthday, my boy." And that's where we'll end.
That's it? I stop recording
Yep.
now?
Yep.
Okay.